breaking free of toxic behavior. You know, I think this is something that we all get to a point that we would like to do that in one way or another, you know. Something that was agreeing with us at one particular time and no longer agrees with us, or you need to get some level of control or handle on your life, you know, to help propel you in the direction where you want to go now. You know, you got different goals and new things that you want to achieve, things that may not have mattered before, but now they do. But you have this behavior pattern that is not in line with the direction that you're now going in. That's toxic. It doesn't always have to be something that's negative. It's just not in line, you know what I mean? And when people think about coming on to a certification, I don't know if they do that in everything, but I know as far as in this Smai-Tawi initiation or certification, this is a great program to get into if you've been struggling, or if you just want to get yourself in a better alignment, break free of toxic behavior patterns. Why? How would a yoga certification really help you, right? Or how will this initiation actually help you? Well, first of all, you have a guide, you have me, right? So I'm holding you accountable for everything that we said we're going to achieve, everything that you want to achieve, everything that you want to break free of. So yeah, you're having someone that you report to. Things are very different when you make payments, when you have to pay for something. You know, it's something to say like, yeah, I want to stop doing this, I want to stop doing that. But when you actually make a conscious commitment to enter a particular program, right? And you paid down something, that's energy. Even though energy comes in many different forms, a lot of us only like really feel it when it hits our pocket. Let's be real about it. So when you want to really commit to a change, when you really want to transform, when you really are done with the things that you used to do and ready to propel yourself into a new way, it makes sense to get a guide. It makes someone to help you, to assist you, get to where you need to go to, especially if you don't know the tools required to get to where you're going. So that's me, every step of the way. We're talking about different routines and rituals. There's things that you need to do every single day that's required of you in order to make that change. So might think about it like, when you're normally left to your own devices, it's easy for you to just stay in that loop of whatever it is that you do. But now when you're on this initiation and you're waking up with Ra, with the sun early in the rising, you have particular activities to do. You have your breath work, you have your Thefsikem, you have your yoga mobility and movement. You're going through your moral codes, you know, your 42 laws of Ma'at, or you're going through your 4 agreements. You're going through your different checklist. You're journaling, you know, you're trying to make sense of your day and really reviewing your day. Not just reviewing your day after it's done, but being in a conscious flow of what you're doing at that moment. And being aware that each of your decisions, there's particular rewards or consequences attached to those decisions. That is a reality, you know. Is this particular decision propelling me closer into the direction, into my ultimate goal, or is it moving me away from that? A lot of times we don't focus on these things. Maybe we have a slight glimpse of these things, you know, when it comes to our, our New Year's resolution. That may be the only point that we actually reflect. But imagine entering an initiation, this particular process that is propelling you into your divine alignment. And each day, there's moments to reflect. And from you reflecting on things each day, you bring it closer into you until it's to the point where that's how you're operating. You're operating through this new lens that you helped create for yourself, you know. So breaking free of toxic behavior cycles and why a yoga initiation or this yoga initiation makes sense for it. Let's go into consumption. Consumption could be so many different things: how you eat, what you're around, what you say, what you do, who you're around. So just even going into cleansing aspects or watching what we eat, eating more particular, eating the foods that are more in line with you, or figuring out what foods are more in line with you. That's helping to break a cycle. Because food is an addiction, and you could be addicted to foods that aren't good for you. On paper, they may look like they're good, but really, they have negative effects on your being. It could be something as simple as an avocado that you've always loved, and that's your favorite food. But you've eaten it so much that you started to build up a particular intolerance for it. Intolerance grows into a sensitivity. Next thing, it's a full-blown allergy from something that you always loved. But this happens if you're disconnected from you, from your being, right? So we go into all these things. It's not only about postures and meditations and breath work. Like, no, there's a lot of shadow work that goes into it. There's a lot of self-reflection. There's a lot of self-reviewing. There's a lot of assessing your character. Is this who you really want to be? Or are you just still living in a previous version of yourself? You know? But take a think on some of these things. And if this is something that you are interested in, or you want to have just even a deeper talk, expansion on what the initiation consists of, then get in contact with me, all right? Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, check out some other stuff, all right? It's up.